Intentional focus in this moment, not distracted, not multitasking, not split into 14 disparate pieces of yourself, not stressing about the future, not fretting over the past. Some call this mindfulness. Despite what many think, this is not a new concept at all. Quite the contrary. People have been distracted and unfocused for as long as there have been things to think about. It's a universal trait, I think, to not pay attention to what's in front of us and constantly think about what's up ahead or back there, specifically the future, the past. We worry about how or what we did in the past and rehash the so-called imperfect events over and over in our heads, maybe looking for a way to rationalize why we acted a certain way. No matter how many hours we spend trying to relive it in our minds, it won't change. It's done. You can't do it over again. On the flip side, the future hasn't happened, obviously. Still, we continually worry about how things will play out. Often we spend too much time stressing about a future that doesn't even come true. Think about it. How many times do we worry that some event or meeting or discussion is going to be terrible? Then when it's all over, we realize it wasn't bad at all. That seems to be the case more times than not. I've found that it's better to focus mostly on the here and now. As Master Oogway said in Kung Fu Panda, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. There's no doubt things in the past can be earth-shattering. I'm not denying that. They can alter our very existence, rock us to our core. But as I've gotten older, I've realized that even the bad times can be useful if we learn something from them. But we shouldn't dwell on them or beat ourselves up about whatever it is that has transpired. The future can hold us hostage as well. We spend countless hours imagining worst-case scenarios, which, like I said, generally don't even materialize. I figure it's just the mind trying to protect us from danger or trying to line things up for an easier path ahead. But what good does it do if taken to an obsessive level, other than cause us anxiety or something that might not even happen? It seems best to work out one or two possible courses of action, then just let it be. It's healthier to spend a majority of our focus on the now, what's happening around us in this moment. Really, that's all any of us is guaranteed anyway. This moment, the next one isn't. Think about this. How often do you just meander through the day on autopilot, unaware of what's going on outside your space? It's not uncommon for this state of being to span out to a week or a month. For some, they've been flying on autopilot for years without really taking in what's going on around them. Part of this is biological. Our brains are built to filter out most of the stimulus around us. Can you imagine if you consciously thought about every single thing that was going on around you every second of the day? The temperature, the area where you are sitting, the cars outside honking, the people all talking, the smells around you, the phones ringing, the clicking of the keyboard, etc. We would go bonkers if we couldn't filter some of that out. But concentrating on one or a few of those things in the moment can ease some anxiety because you're pushing unnecessary things out of your mental sight picture for a minute. Try this little exercise. Guide yourself into using all of your senses, one at a time. Right now, pause the video, close your eyes. What sounds do you hear? And can you identify them individually? What smells are reaching you? Good smells? Bad? What about the feeling on your skin? Is the temperature warm or cold? How does your body feel? Are there aches or pains or tightness in your shoulders? Just me saying that made me focus on my shoulders and they dropped down from a hunched position. It takes deliberate work, but it is rejuvenating. Just do it for like 30 seconds. You'll be amazed at what you notice that you've been ignoring. Or try this one. Eat something you always eat, but taste it like it's the first time you've ever had it. Like the first time you ever had ice cream as a kid. Look at the food, smell it, notice the texture and the different tastes, the aftertaste, the crunch or smoothness. Is it cold or hot? Easy to chew or hard? Similar to other foods? Sit for a few seconds after swallowing it and see how it settles in your stomach. Try this for a few different mundane, routine actions. Look at something you see every day as if you were a small child seeing a rainbow for the first time. Look at it with wonder and identify how many details you normally look past. That is the essence of being present, of paying attention. When you've directed your full focus to something as routine as eating, you've just stopped worrying about the past or the future for a few minutes. That's good. There's a very applicable Zen proverb that fits this discussion perfectly. When walking, walk. When eating, eat.